Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up, YouTube? You guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels. For those of you guys who are Bitcoin fans, for those of you guys into the crypto space, you guys are probably going to be excited about today's story. AMC announced during a recent earnings call that moviegoers will soon be able to pay for AMC movie tickets, as well as concessions like popcorn and slushies and candies using Bitcoin. So this is pretty cool. In order for Bitcoin to continue to grow, in order for mainstream adoption, we are going to need a lot more companies adopting Bitcoin and accepting it as payment. So in a lot of ways, this is a good thing. Ultimately, will very many people be using Bitcoin to buy movie tickets and concessions? Probably not. Bitcoin transactions are still fairly expensive. There's still a relatively small percentage of the population using Bitcoin. And most people probably don't really care about their privacy going to a movie. So I don't necessarily see a ton of people using this, but again, in order for mainstream adoption to happen, we are going to need more and more companies to start using it, and this is bringing Bitcoin more into the mainstream. Out of all the different industries and businesses that do accept crypto, I do think movies is kind of a cool one, one of the better ones out there. A lot of people who go to movies are younger, are into technology, and so I could see that, I could see the audience that goes to movies also having something in common or being somewhat of a crossover audience as to people who are interested in the cryptocurrency space. So all that is kind of cool. I think the real reason this is done, which is kind of the real reason that most companies announce they're accepting Bitcoin, is kind of just for the free press, right? Like I'm talking about it in this video here. Forbes wrote about it, Payments wrote about it, CNN wrote about it. So they're getting a bunch of free press. And something some of these news articles have pointed out is AMC in the past year has become a meme stock, right? Like, Wall Street bets, a lot of young people are investing in the stock. A lot of people are speculating on the stock. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole is another volatile investment. It's another investment that young people interested in high risk and speculation invest in. And so this kind of increases like the meme factor of the AMC stock as well. It's kind of funny, like, I don't know, what, 6 months ago, a year ago, I was looking at the AMC stock. I think it was down below $3. And I was almost about to pull the trigger on buying it. I wasn't going to buy a ton of it, but I was like, what, I'm going to throw $500, $1,000 into AMC. I said, at this point, they're either going to go bankrupt or, they're going to wind up surviving this and the stock has to go up. Unfortunately, I didn't pull the trigger and make that trade, but I know, for a long time, a lot of people have been saying the movies are dead, movie theaters haven't been profitable. That's actually not true. There was a period that movie theaters were struggling. Ultimately, kind of through doing like they got the more comfortable chairs. They started allowing you to buy beer and cocktails into movies. They brought in real food instead of popcorn. I think that brought a whole new crowd into the movie theaters. It kind of changed the movie-going experience, and also it made them profitable because concessions was always where they kind of made their bread and butter. I know there are still a lot of people who say the movie theaters are dead, but there's definitely a crowd of people out there who enjoy going to the movies and will always enjoy going to the movies. It's convenient sometimes to be able to stream something from home, but there's something about the movie theater experience. Again, I know some people, hate loud talkers during the movies and people on their phone and just don't like sitting near people or whatever else. But there's something about taking a date to the movies, going to the movies with your friends, taking a parent to the movies that just can't be replicated at home. But let's hop in and take a look at this article from payments.com. The article is titled, Moviegoers Can Soon Pay for AMC Tickets Using Bitcoin. AMC Entertainment is getting on the Bitcoin bandwagon and will accept the cryptocurrency for the online payment of movie theater tickets and concession snacks. AMC CEO and Chairman Adam Aron said in an earnings call per Deadline and other media. Aron added that he anticipates the chain will be able to accept digital currency by the end of this year, so this should be coming by the end of 2021. He also said that AMC will accept Apple Pay and Google Pay for tickets and snacks. AMC's second quarter earnings beat forecasts, posting a loss of $344 million against a $444.7 million in revenue, according to a press release about the earnings call. AMC also reported 22 million attendees worldwide for the first quarter. First quarter revenue was 148.3 million. Now, obviously, movies suffered during the pandemic. It was one of the first things locked down and one of the last things to come back. I believe some movie theaters did do, obviously they're not going to make as much money, but they found a way to continue bringing in some money by letting people rent out private movie theaters for small groups. Hopefully, this Delta stuff doesn't kick up in the fall, and movie theaters can continue to stay open and hopefully stay maskless. So I can't see a lot of people going to the movie theaters in masks. But if that winds up, as long as things kind of stay calmed down, hopefully AMC and other movie theater chains continue to do well. The world's largest movie chain has a presence in 953 locations in the U.S., plus 335 international theaters. The once struggling theater was on the verge of bankruptcy last year, but it was saved by a group of investors on Reddit. AMC, along with GameStop, also barely hanging on financially, became a trendy meme stock that saved the day for both companies. And again, I think this announcement of accepting Bitcoin, it sent the stock up about 4%. Obviously, their earnings were also better than expected as well, so that probably helped as well. But the same crowd who likes Bitcoin is the same crowd who invests in AMC. So again, it kind of improves the whole kind of meme stock aspect of AMC stock. The earnings call was unusual in that it took more calls from investors than anyone else, and the tone was breezy as the CEO interacted with Redditors per Deadline and others. Aaron said no drive-ins are planned, but new theaters are. He also announced a deal with Warner Brothers. The CEO has referred to his personal Twitter feed's metrics while on the call and said he has a good time reading the messages from investors per Wall Street Bets. So looks like that's the end of the article. I always like to check for comments just because I think comments are kind of interesting. We don't really have anything in the way of comments. We'll wrap this one up here. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts about this. Do you guys think anyone will be paying for movie tickets or concessions in Bitcoin? Will you be doing it? This is the type of thing where I might do it one time just for the novelty of doing it, but it's probably not something I would wind up doing on a regular basis or even more than once. If you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll catch you on the next video.